Hello everyone, I'm S.
I'm T.
And Jackass here forgot to unmute the mic. So, ha!
I forgot to do it again. I forgot to do it again.
10 minutes of intro.
Well, okay.
Hearing the narrator talk about how he fished people.
Okay, basically, he said, there was a time when my lofty position was not accompanied by the fear of office. By the way, so this is the items, people.
When he wasn't afraid of being molested, apparently, in the streets.
Apparently by a woman who liked to shadow all of his errands, and apparently it was charming then, but troublesome later, and it's almost word for word what he said, just, you know, less big words.
No, the molestation part was the one thing he said. There was a time I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without fear of molestation.
Alright,
apparently
so
he was afraid of being
Bernard,
touched.
like the dog. PV, not like the dog. And
burner. He's a burner.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She could be in any of those rooms.
3, 4. No, can only be in that one.
Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be in any of those two rooms, but we know she's not in that one because that's only fish. Yep. Let's do it.
Fish treasure. And more herbs. They're like herbs with more H's. You gotta put the H in it. You know? Gotta infuse the power of the H.
Sean, I mean, what's the dealio? I mean, they say they drop the, like, H on everything else. Even names, they drop the H.
It's Inri. Because I guess they could not be consistent. Somebody saw the consistency and went, no! And we were left without it.
What do you mean we? I don't live there. I said herb.
Oh yeah, they. The mystical
we have a counter consistency, because we say H with everything else.
Yes, we stole one of their words. We're not giving it back.
I guess apparently they don't want it back.
No, we're not giving it back. So it's a fair trade.
Why can't they share it?
Because sharing is caring.
Oh damn. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Giblets.
Her giblets.
You never know these days.
Really? Alright, that was good though. That was good. Never know these. Wait, I just got that. Oh god. Sean, you're an ass. Apparently so is Ash. As
hurry up and stop fish people. We don't know their genders, and I'm not going to assume that fish have them. And I just horrible abomination spawned from nightmares.
Well, actually, I do know their genders because in Lovecraft, all of the fishmen are fishmen, and that's why they even bother with people, is because they have to continue their species.
Yeah, he has an allegory for why Italians are awful and shouldn't breed with proper English people. Everything with him is an allegory for some sort of racist content.
Yeah, he was kind of an asshole. I mean, the stuff by his wife was really good. I read some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, she stopped writing after she won her lawsuit, but...
she opened up a clothing factory in New York. And
she already owned it, actually.
Yeah, she kept it up and died 7 years later. At the age of like 38.
She died of pneumonia?
Yeah.
Remind yourself that
none of her children outlived her. All died in their childhood, so yeah. Our family kind of ended.
So did his, if my memory serves.
Oh yeah, he had no children. And he had no siblings. It has a lasting impact. He stared at it.
Betray your secrets. And then he cracked it with his brain.
He stared at it so hard it exploded.
And then he learned something.
And he learned that he can do that. Just have him drink the holy water.
It's starting to bother me. No! Stop it.
Yeah, that's better. Stop touching.
No,
You
no.
harlot.
And then... there we go.
I don't even understand the insanity of that in that system. So yeah, anyways, everything about Letter was allegory. He didn't like Italians. That's the weird part. He was so super racist that you had to be the right shade of white.
Maximum over racist.
Everyone was in it. See, he believed in equality. If you weren't like him, you were lesser than him. See, you could, if you weren't just like him, you were therefore lesser because he was the best thing that ever existed in the history of forever.
So he wasn't as much racist as he was just like
Egotistical in the extreme.
Not even. I think he kind of went beyond just kind of egotistical. I believe the term these days is satanic because that's self-worship.
Huh.
No longer is it them devil worshipping because that's not really a thing these days. Nobody really at least openly worships the devil anymore.
You think those people would actually be trying to hide?
Oh no, it's definitely.
Decimated.
I mean, like, but you know, not in plain sight, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
They don't have a church or anything like that, so you know, they're not sanctioned. So we took them out of the dictionary. Damn unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned people. You are damned! That's right, you are a thing that holds back water.
So now that they're no longer sanctioned, they changed it to something, I guess that's more apparent?
Self-worship. So basically, they're just...
Obliterated.
Why even bother with one? Why don't you just continue on your day? Believing you're the best thing that's ever existed in the history of the universe.
Continue the onslaught.
No, I don't really see how that's a real...
Destroy.
It's not really a religion and more
I
like a...
guess that's just kind of more like a state of being, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought they call that... What do they call it? I thought that was already nihilism. No, not nihilism. There's already a word for that. They don't really need to make a religion for it.
I don't think it's religion. I think it's like, or like, it was a bunch of things. I saw like a bunch of results. It was like self-worship. I think one of them was a free sex cult. But no longer is it
The way is lit. The path is clear.
lost devil worship.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, rubies! What are we gonna get rid of? We don't need citrine.
Actually, we kind of do, because that it overall is worth
But
1,000.
well, stack one of the torches there.
In radiance,
idea.
may we find victory.
Yes, you're fucking OCD.
Yep. People are gonna need to get used to that in this game. I do it all the time.
Now we're going into the boss battle.
Yep.
Try not to die.
Yep.
Yep.
You, Bobby, you.
What happened to Bobby Joe? Did he die?
No, Bobby, that's still alive.
Awesome.
Girl in their image
Look at this harlot.
as their queen.
Gaze upon her face.
Yeah, the aquatic devils never made the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and her slave.
Are those fish boobs?
Yeah.
He's offending me. Great hair.
Struck.
For justice. Just like Kingdom of Amalur. Snake tits.
God, Sean. Really? Is that 100% necessary?
Yes.
I knew
Almost know the pain that I have suffered.
Andalore?
Amalur.
Amalur?
The Kingdom of Side Quests.
No.
Song of
No,
Desire.
go fuck yourself.
Oh no, she's suddenly hot.
Oh, but he resisted.
He's like, I know your tricks, your secret, you sap snake tits. No amount of plastic surgery's gonna fix that. No!
Is her response.
Try this again. He dodged this time.
He just closed his eyes.
Not listening.
No, I think he just looked his dog in the face. He was like, oh, fuck.
His dog was like staring at him, you know, accusingly. Oh, she has face sex. This is the best.
She does have fate just like him.
Oh no, they're related.
They're made for each other.
Literally, probably.
Just like real face sex.
Supercharge! Nibble and nibble. Oh!
No, will it work? I bet it's gonna all the way work.
She is so into that. Ow!
Ouchie. Bernard's like, you harlot.
Bernard's like, really? He's like, really? That's what you're into? Really? Well, she did ask for the goats that one time. We don't know what she's into. I think it's one of those do not ask what you do not want to know.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
The lifeblood of any port. And resume again now that the
I think she'll return to our team.
My eyes clear as she's on the enemy team still.
She rejoins us in the light.
In the light. As he dances to himself. Starts playing Metallica solos on his guitar.
Did they like the ending solo to Fade to Black?
Yeah. Sorry I critted you. She critted him hard. Like 17!
11.
That's still hard. Damage is usually pretty pathetic. That's a significant chunk of his HP is gone. Now he's bleeding. I'll play a dig for her though.
So she feels better about the whole critting thing.
She doesn't really. She really wasn't that torn up about it.
I don't know, gave her 20 stress.
She wasn't really that torn up about it.
Well, actually, when you think about it, Sean, that is 1/5 of going crazy.
Yes, she's got the stress before she crit.
a faint hope blossoms.
No, actually, no, she didn't.
We got items. They're bad.
Yeah, actually, they kind of are.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna continue on because we want that cash money.
We need the treasure. So much blood. Quit whining.
We haven't even camped yet. That's how good we're going.
Yeah, until we find a shambler and we'll die again. Like that one mission where we just kind of ran into a shambler immediately.
Well, actually, I think we might actually not. Wait, actually, shit. All right, we might die. Because here's what I was thinking on. He's like, oh no, his damage is so big deck. I mean, oof. But we still got a dog treat.
No.
Stun chances.
Look at the dead guy.
I mean, Sean,
dead
his
ass
stun
shit.
chance is 188.
Stun chance is ridiculous. Forward to victory. Let's go punch him swift. Oh, those are dudes.
Just normal men.
Whatever, punch him. Nibble your lips. Officially nibbled.
Annihilated.
Hey guys, I did your XP here.
So yeah, this is just kind of us.
D&D terms, these guys don't actually have a lot. The enemies do not have a lot of HP.
Great is
Actually,
the
they
weapon
kind
that
of
cuts
do.
on its own.
Well,
Because in D&D, the average human warrior has 4.
yeah. So these guys are a few like level 3. They've had some good high level. I mean, they do pretty good damage. But overall, we're not really playing with a high. This adventure is like 8 to 12.
This one, or just like
In
Darkest
general,
Dungeon?
Darkest Dungeon is like 8 to 12.
Until you're actually in the Darkest Dungeon.
Then it gets higher level. But other than that, it's not like a level 20 plus dungeon.
Broken. Maintain.
Yeah, there seems to be a sufficient, for all the Eldritch abominations, there seems to be a sufficient lack of magic on their side of the playing field.
I guess it's more physical abominations than anything else.
Which is still horrifying, but
Not
not quite as dangerous.
gnarly.
Sean, roll me a 1x4, will ya? They all got stuff we can get rid of. Yeah, we have a box of dice because we're nerds.
3.
Alright, Bernard. Lucky day.
I need to watch them. He's no longer God-fearing.
He's less afraid than he is
The
today.
light. The promise of safety.
I guess he finally figured that all that, divine intervention was actually not trying to kill him.
I guess.
With all the power of the light!
That's trying to help me and not kill me.
I don't know, that crit was pretty bad. I guess if he wanted to insta-give me, he has every opportunity. Look at all those dead dudes and their broke-ass ship. Got drive-by'd.
By rocks.
Boat drive, the ye olde Navy version of a drive-by. Actually, it's probably ye olde drunk driving.
Everyone was shit-faced and they crashed into rocks. And nobody survived.
The rocks were not pleased by them rolling up on their turf.
Did you really just say that?
Yep.
That's probably the truth. Mad truth. Truth too bad.
Truth up in this, Izzy.
Stop it.
No.
Hey, you see you dead man?
Now you crit. Come to dead people, apparently.
That was him taking his head off. Because he's here to
This is
collect.
how a life
He's a
is
bounty hunter.
taken.
He has to take the head.
Finding the stuff is
Oh,
only
you got
the first
food,
test.
which you can just have on
Now it must
Bernard.
be carried home.
He's like a real Saint Bernard. He eats a lot.
Slobbers occasionally. Nothing in there. Why did you go?
Because
There's a map inside.
there's a fight, which means fight means cash money. And I'm silently hoping a collector will be around here somewhere.
So you can have no room to put your heads in.
More mad loot.
Mad skills used.
I feel like, have we even fought a collector?
Yes.
How many? Like one?
One. I think.
It was a bit disappointing. I like fighting collectors.
Yes, because fighting disembobbled heads. Because that's a word now.
Disembobbled.
Yes. Disembobbled. Because the bobbleheads. It is fun.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
It's time to collect the bounties. Arr. Imagine Burner is voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like back in the 80s.
So you can barely speak English.
Yes. What is best in life? Burnett, what is best in life? Crush your enemies,
This expedition
see them
at
dwelling
least
before you,
promises
So-
and the hear lamentations of the women.
Stop it. You know in Terminator? You know that scene where he punches out that window?
Yeah,
Apparently that was a real window.
really punched it out. That's right.
Well, cause they
Magic
told
trap,
him,
by the way.
No, I know.
Arnicles.
They told him to punch the window as hard as he could, right? Because it's supposed to be like this kind of like really easy shattered glass. I don't think it's really supposed to be even made out of real glass.
Yeah, it sure doesn't cut you.
But somebody accidentally put in the wrong car, so it was a real window. So the huge man Arnold Schwarzenegger happens to be punched out the windshield because he ran up to it and then punched it as hard as he could. And the scene where he's flexing his hand, that really is glass in his hand. He was testing to see if he had broken any of his fingers.
And cut any tendons. And he went to the hospital shortly after to like make sure everything was on correct.
Oh, but
working
people
order.
get seriously injured all the time.
Yeah, apparently the movie industry's fucking dangerous as shit.
Cause our dad was an extra in some sort of TV show once.
Star Trek, actually.
And there was a scene where he got taken down,
Next Generation.
and he got his arm dislocated, and he just had to lay there still, or the scene ended, even with his arm dislocated.
He did Monsters and he did Red Shirts. In the one with what's his name? I'm trying to remember it. The one with Captain Picard. What's the actor's name?
Yes, on the Star
Patrick
Trek.
Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he was an extra there. Back in the day.
That must have been fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of famous people who became very famous after that. I had no idea how they got a Shakespearean actor though to like do the part.
Of what?
Patrick Stewart's a Shakespearean actor, as in like on stage actor.
Does he still do that?
I don't know, but he does a lot of Shakespeare-y parts.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, got Shakespeare's. William Amadeus, the William Amadeus Shakespeare Theater Company.
Theater, not theater. You said
Theater.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Boasting a wide range of actual wide range of actual writers who wrote different, now very famous plays.
Well, yeah, it was a company. He wasn't the only.
We actually don't know who the guy is, if he's actually real.
We don't know if his name actually was Shakespeare.
We don't. Maybe William Amadeus is two different people. William Amadeus. You know, like Bill and Warner.
Yeah, Bill Warner's not the same
It's
person.
not Bill Warner's.
It's Bill and Warner.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it was.
Perhaps William was a playwright, and Amadeus was a banker who funded the thing.
We know Shakespeare wasn't actually his real name, right? Right?
I'm pretty.
Am I talking on my ass?
I don't know. See, the problem is that I don't think they kept a lot of good records about who he was back in that time. Only that the theater was really famous.
Because I mean, he owned a company, but I don't know many people named fucking Shakespeare. Like whose name is actually Shakespeare. So that's a cool.
I do know that one of the playwrights, several of the playwrights were women. It was a big deal because the Taming of the Shrew was written by a woman, and back in the day that was a huge deal.
I don't know what the Taming of the Shrew
It's
is.
a Shakespearean play.
See, I haven't read many of Shakespeare's.
You can tell it's not written by the same person because they all are very different. Romeo and Juliet is not the same as the other ones, like Henry VIII and other plays.
It was very popular though.
Oh yes, it
All of
was
it
in
was.
business for like 150 plus years.
Seize
So he
this
did die
momentum.
eventually. Unless it turns out Shakespeare is
task
just a part of the
at hand.
Illuminati and can never die. Being a sorcerer of the darkest arts.
Yeah, possibly.
That'd be something.
We've been going to camp.
Yes.
We have no food though. We are filled to the gills with treasure.
Well, we have enough to, you know,
Pretend to eat.
no, just have like a small meal.
Unless if there's like a pack. Gross.
And we can get some food from there.
Yo, you have torches?
No.
You light them in the middle of the battle. Hold on, guys!
I guess.
Hold on, floating jellyfish monster. He's shocking.
So, what do you think about jellyfish?
Horrible abominations.
That should be cleansed from this land? I mean, not in, like, the ocean. I mean, like, this place.
That place. They can stay in the
Another
ocean. I
abomination
mean, I don't know
cleansed
how we
from
can
our
get them.
lands.
They can stay with the rest of the dark horrors that lurk in the darkness.
Use the...
I actually couldn't.
Careful! No, can't buy this dead whale.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Yeah, that was a solid meal.
In the holy light.
In the light we trust.
Therapy dog is best dog. And there's pep talk. You will survive this, I know, since we've already won. Unless we run to a shambler like a collector, just fun. Stumbles on our dead whale. Who's happy? See that face? La.
Damn it, Sean.
He's a happy dead whale.
He's happy for our success.
Yes, he is. See, evil whales want our victory.
I seriously thought the light was blinking and that it was muted that whole time.
That would have been awful. I would have laughed and cried and spit like a camel.
Right in my drink.
Just on you. Blech. So he's now an emu. PV is now an emu. And emus are terrible people.
Inu.
Emus are terrible creatures,
It's
so
emu.
he has less virtue chance.
Hey, I wonder what Inu even is. I never heard
It's some
of it
sort
as-
of large flightless bird.
Curiosity.
No, that's an emu. Said Inu.
My
Emu.
allotted
Look, she's level 2.
to damnation.
She brought good stuff. Take her. We need another one. She's a doctor. We gonna upgrade our
What
stagecoach?
better
Can we even?
laboratory than the blood-soaked
Do they want papers?
battlefield?
Damn it, they want our papers.
And our busts.
Our busts. Alright.
Alright, that's not everybody.
That is that for today's episode. We shall see you in the next pod. Bye-bye.
Bye.